we are.
You find it all right?
Video camera, do you think?
Video camera.
Chris?
Hello, everybody.
Jay.
Hello, I'm Chris.
Doing,
right. You know, last week on the show, Aaron, do you remember we played a track by a massive rock band? Do you remember what they were called?
Abandoned Faith.
They were called Abandoned Faith. And do you remember what we said? We said we should get those guys into the studio. Yeah. Do you know what's gone and happened? Look, Abandoned Faith have made it into the studio today. Everybody's Abandoned Faith. Oh, you have to do your own walking clapping one. Woo! Yeah. Hey! No! So let's go around the band, starting over this side. Please introduce yourself and how you're a part of Abandoned Faith.
I'm Steve and I play guitar.
Hey guys, I'm Jay and lead vocalist.
I'm Aaron, I play drums.
I'm Rich, I play guitar.
Hello everybody, my name is Ron Marmurovic, I play the bass for Abandoned Faith.
Roman, I suspect a non-Yorkshire accent there. I'm suspecting you don't come from Yorkshire, would that be right?
No.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland?
Yeah, mate.
And now, I've noticed at the back here, you see this little screen, that shows us how many online listeners we've got. And since we've talked about Abandoned Faith, the listeners have gone up and up and up. And have you got some people listening in Poland?
Hope so.
Hope so.
Hope so.
Would you like to do a little Polish for us on the
So sorry, say again?
Could you do a little Polish for us on the show?
In Polish language?
Yes, that'd be good.
I have some Polish even. Will I say, cześć wszystkim, nazywam się Romek Marmurowicz, gram na gitarze basowej w zespole Abandoned Faith. Chciałbym z tego miejsca pozdrowić fanów, znajomych i nieznajomych, moją rodzinkę, żonkę i dzieciaki moje kochane. I krótko, szukajcie nas na stronach Facebook albo na stronie www.abandonedfaith.co.uk. Do zobaczenia na koncertach. Najbliższy koncert w Sheffield w klubie Beg and Borrow and Steal. To wszystko, kochani. Thank you.
Yeah, you like it? That's good. What on earth was that in English?
It was, in short, I introduce myself again. I greet my fans, people that I know and I don't know. Yeah. They are on the radio now.
Yeah.
My family. I said in short where they can find us.
Yeah.
I said it's about the Facebook page. I said website address and the nearest gig. It's going to be in Sheffield in the club Beg and Borrow.
Terrific.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's good. We've never had a Polish interview. If you don't mind, I'll do the rest of the interview in English, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
That's good. So, Abandoned Faith. The thing that I first heard about you when we were down in the station pub down there, I spoke to Alan and he said, you want to listen to these guys, really good. Won't do any cover versions though. Oh no, they only do their own stuff. So what's the thinking behind only doing original material? Jay?
Yeah, well it's been done before, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Covers, so we wanted to bring something fresh to the table. And that's why we do all our own stuff.
Do you not do any covers at all?
No, we've played around once in rehearsal and it just wasn't for us. So we just do all our own stuff. And try and put all our emotion into his songs.
Yeah.
People try and connect with. I think that's the best way to do it.
I was going to ask you about that. Who writes the songs?
Usually we all. It's a group thing. Either one of us comes in with an idea, then we work on it all together.
Yeah.
We don't. If someone misses practice for some reason, we don't bother at all because we're a band and we do everything together. You see.
Really?
So,
so if one person doesn't turn up, that's it. No band practice tonight.
No.
That's a bit of pressure, isn't it? For so I guess that means basically that you always get Steve full attendance at all rehearsals. Then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
we very rarely miss practice. We don't like it if we can't practice. We practice a couple of times a week, and we'd like to do more, but obviously work and family life, etc. Kind of gets in the way of rehearsing all the time. But yeah, we kind of feel if there isn't going to be one person there, because we're all kind of key elements to the band, it's not really worth rehearsing. Because we're going to be missing part of our sound, because we're all very much kind of a separate instrument. I know obviously we are, but very much the sound of the band is based on what the separate instruments contribute to the music. So if one of us is missing, it just doesn't really work. So sometimes we'll occasionally meet up, like Rich and I will get together and just maybe work on a few guitar riffs, and I know Roman and Aaron have got together a couple of times just to work on sort of the back line of the band. But yeah, on the whole, if one of us is missing, that's it. We won't bother.
I was reading on the website that the band's gone through a few changes since you've now got the setup that you like. Is there a founding member of the band, Aaron?
Yeah, you could take that one.
Well, how can I take this one, really? You know, I came in a little bit later, but I don't know. I suppose I'd say Steve and Rich are probably founding members of the band.
Yeah.
Most probably because they found each other through a website or something.
How did you get involved then, Aaron?
Well, I was still down in Brighton at university,
Yeah.
studying music down there, and I got a phone call one day off of Roman. So I've been in a band with Roman before.
Yeah.
So Roman got on board with these guys in Abandoned Faith, and then I got the phone call. She says, "Would you like to come and try it out?" And I said yes. When I moved back up, it was about a month until I moved back home. And then just sort of went from there. We had a practice up at the pub, and sort of went from there. We all gelled and sounded really good, and just carried on.
Yeah. I mean, you just sounds terrific. The rehearsals that I've seen, I've not seen you live yet, but the rehearsal that I saw, it sounded absolutely amazing and incredibly loud. Even though I was stood outside behind the glass. Is there? I mean, we touched before on how the music comes about, and you guys sometimes get together and do little riffs and what have you. Is that the music writing process? Does somebody take the lead and say, I'm going to write a new song then, or how does that work?
I don't know. I think that everybody sort of brings their own things to it, like Steve touched on before and Jane. That sort of say I might come up with like a little drum beat or something like that, or Roman comes up with a little bass lick, or same with Steve and Rich on guitars and stuff like that. We just if it feels right, we'll just jam it out, you know, as if we're just playing about. I mean, there's not really been that many times, I don't think, when we've sat down and gone, we're definitely doing this, it's got to be done this way. We just sort of turn up. If it feels right, we'll jam it out, and then we'll take it from there, and then work a little bit harder to make something else from it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, certainly working so far. Are you trying to get I'll direct this one at Rich, because he's not said it a lot yet. Are you trying to get a record deal then, Rich, or have you got a record deal? What's going to happen there?
Well, I wouldn't say we're actively trying to get one, but we definitely like one.
I suppose then, here's the question. If you've got the opportunity to have a big record deal, but they said, but guys, you've got to do cover versions, what would you do?
No.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
Really?
No way.
No.
You wouldn't sell out?
No.
Really?
No.
That's great.
That's-
I mean,
that's
that's
not
really
my
that's good standard.
I've got something to say on that. We were recently in the live and unsigned competition, which you guys might have heard of.
Yeah.
It's a big national competition. We entered the Sheffield Heat. We got through to the regional final, and one of the criteria for playing in that regional final was to do half of one of your own songs and half of a cover version. And that irritated us, along with a few other bits, to the point of pulling out the competition.
Did you really?
Yeah, we don't want to do covers. It's been done before. Why should we play other people's music? We've got our own thoughts, our own ideas, our own emotions to put into songs, and that's what we want to play for people. We don't want to do something that's already been done and possibly been done better by somebody else. Or
it's a better crowd reaction for me when you play your own song and the crowd lifts up and you get the roar of the crowd on your own song. Yeah. You can't beat it. No. I'd never go back to covers.
There's nothing better than seeing people singing your own songs.
No, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Well, talking of your own songs, about time we heard one of your own songs. We'll have a chat further after this. This is another track we played last week. Here's Abandoned Faith and The Life She Leads. And that will be Abandoned Faith then. And Abandoned Faith are here in the studio with us this afternoon here on Redroad. They've come in, and it's good, isn't it? It is. I mean, I like having people in the studio. Yep. For one thing, it's warmed the studio up rather nicely. It's nice. Good. It's a lot more. Normally a bit chilly in here. It's warmed it up nice. It's good. We were talking a bit before about absolute refusal, so you aren't going to ever do a cover version, and no matter what. And we were talking a little bit about record companies and record deals. What's your view at the moment of the state of record companies and downloads? You've got a problem with that, and it's a big topic. People nicking music and downloading illegal MP3s.
I don't know. I think if you're good enough, you can do it all on your own. I think we're not. Like Rick says, we're not actually actively looking for a record deal. Yeah. If it happens, it happens, and we'll decide whether we want to do it or not. Yeah. It's down to us at the end of the day. I think there's a lot of bands out there that can do it for themselves,
A lot of bands are doing their own thing with music now and putting them up for download, etc., and not really getting involved with record labels. Whether that's something that we're going to be able to do or not, I don't know. We've got our music up digitally at the moment, and it's available for free download. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
So people can go and grab that, chuck it on their MP3 player, have a listen. But at the same time, I think we're all kind of fond of CDs, aren't we? And having that sort of physical thing in your hands, and a booklet and photos of the band and maybe the lyrics and that sort of stuff. So I think when we've got a decent number of tracks that we're happy with, I think we'll probably look at putting a CD together and getting that out there. But sort of between now and then, it's probably just going to be putting things up for digital download. And I think that's probably my preferred method. I like having things on my MP3 player.
I mean, certainly, there's a record in the chart at the moment. It's number 15, I think it is, the Lady Godiva single, which is by a guy who has not got a record deal. And all he's done is put his music up there on the internet, and here he is at number 15 in the top 40 through downloads. So you know, it is possible to get on without that. I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's just better use of the technology for me. I think it's really good. We've got a question here about rehearsals, but we kind of covered that off anyway. You get together a couple of 3 times a week, is it?
Yeah.
But twice a week usually. I mean, sometimes we do more depending if there's a gig coming up or something we've got to rehearse a little bit harder for, tighten up. Say we've wrote a new song, we've got to air it on a certain gig, we'll get together maybe one more time a week just to try and tighten it up before the gigs, that sort of thing.
How many gigs have you done so far?
17.
17,
yeah,
alright, okay.
Not that many, but...
Any nervousness still on stage?
Yes, about me. I'm playing bass a long time, but every time when I'm standing on stage, started before first hit, I'm nervous. I'm shiver. But with first hit, everything's gone.
First note, nerves have gone.
Yeah.
It's just nervousness, which I think is a good thing, because I always think if you're not nervous before you go on, you probably lost the hunger for it a little bit. I always think. I don't think you'll ever. I mean, I've been DJing for 25 years. I'm still a bit nervous every time I go to a gig, and that all I've got to do is play records. You guys have actually got to play. So I don't think the nervousness will probably ever go. I don't think it should ever go. Really.
It's part of the buzz, though, isn't it?
It is part of the buzz. Yeah, absolutely. Musical influences. Rich, let's bounce one off you. Who are you into musically?
Basically, me personally, any sort of guitarist who's played a Les Paul through a Marshall amp and come out with some big riffs, you know, sort of from like 60s, 70s influences through to modern day, sort of Zeppelin, Slash was a big influence, through to more heavier stuff, Metallica, stuff like that, Iron Maiden.
You wish you had Slash's hair.
Yeah, I wish I had hair. But anything really, any sort of rock music has been an influence on me. So.
How about you, Roman?
About bands that I listened before, it was mostly Metallica. But before, I've been listening a lot of Polish stuff. It was bands like TSA, but they play stuff similar to the AC/DC. So we can say that AC/DC they had a big influence on me. Really old stuff, but now it's hard to say what, because I have no time to listen to music. I'm just playing practice bass for Abandoned Faith.
Is there much of a rock scene in Poland at all? Or is it mainly English bands that over in Poland?
It is a lot of bands in Poland. But they still sing in Polish language.
Do they?
There's a lot of bands that are traveling to England, USA, but still there on the Polish stage, and they're very, very good.
Yeah. Excellent. It's all rocky. No Kylie Minogue in there, but from anybody. No influences from that. No.
Somebody's got to say something about Churchill and West
Jay,
Side.
come on.
Jay, what did you used to sing, Jay, when you were a young lad?
This is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Go on.
I used to sing Westlife and Boyzone. That's it.
Now
it's out there.
Talking.
It's out there. But that was 10, 20 years ago. So I think it's past that time.
Yeah.
But now, my influence now, I mean, my son's name's called Corey, after Corey Taylor, from Slipknot and Stone Sour. Big influence on my life. And Iron Maiden and Bruce Dickinson, his range is just amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get his range, but I could try. No, I don't think I know. And Five Finger Death Punch are really turning my head now on my melodies. I don't think I'd ever. I'll probably try and put a bit of screaming into songs later on, but not at the minute. But his melodies are really good.
Yeah.
And, they're my influences.
Terrific. Well, if people want to get hold of more information about Blind Faith, what's the best way of doing it?
They can hit us up on the website, which is abandonedfaith.co.uk, or join us on Facebook. I think we're facebook.com/abandonedfaithuk. We've also got a Reverb Nation page. We're on SoundCloud. We're on Twitter. But you can get to all of those from our website, so it's probably the first place. Just drop onto the website and you can find out.
Just click Abandoned Faith into Google and you'll find us.
That's true, yeah, we're at the top of Google. So
At the top of Google?
Yeah, type in Abandoned Faith.
And quite right. Excellent. Oh, guys, thanks for coming in today. I can't let particularly Roman go without doing a bit of work for us. A bit of a free jingle. Roman, would you mind doing a jingle for us for the brand new show?
Słuchacie Arona i Chrisa w nowym Redroad Radio na 102,4 FM.
Perfect! Well, thank you. Abandoned Faith will leave you with the track that we played last week. This is the Underlining Truth. Abandoned Faith have been in the studio today. Well done, Abandoned Faith. We love them.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.